Over the weekend, we took a trip to the new Lego store in the Trafford Centre in Manchester. It's been open a month or two now, and we had been to the old Trafford Centre store, and that video is up on the channel from a couple of months back. It was just before the changeover was made, so we thought we'd make a trip down to the new store, and I've got to say it is a very nice store. It was one of the biggest stores I've been in the UK. I think only Leicester Square is probably bigger off of memory. And I've got to say as well that the staff that we were greeted by were all really lovely. I was very pleasantly surprised by just how friendly the staff were and how interactive they were with us. There was a couple of cool displays on display in the store, and for anyone who's seen my trip to the Lego store last week or the week before, it's the same kind of setup. You've got the Valentine's sets near the front of the store, along with a variety of different Chinese New Year sections. And what I really liked about this store was you've got a number of sort of UCS style displays. You've got all the Disney stuff in one section with the Disney Castle and the new brickhead Stitch, along with the Up House and all of those micro scale castles, Jasmine's Castle, the Little Mermaid, etc. A really good selection of Creator and Creator 3-in-1 sets. You've got the train here, along with the red scooter, which is really nice, really well priced as well, at under £10. You've also got the yellow New York City style taxi. What did catch my eye though, and something that we don't normally get in our regular Lego store, was these, which are the postcard style sets, and there's a variety of different ones. You've got Japan and Australia there. The Build-A-Figure section was probably better than I've seen in any of the other stores. It was also being constantly cleaned whilst we were there and constantly reorganised. The Pick-A-Brick wall as well. Some pretty good pieces in the Pick-A-Brick wall today. Nothing that we went away with, of course. As we know for a fine fact, I'm not the best of mock builders. All of the Marvel and DC stuff was sort of grouped together on one side, and plenty of stock of everything. And I did like the display as well, which shows the two different pieces of the No Way Home final battle. On to my favourite section, and something we don't often see, which is the Lego Star Wars plushies. You've got the Ewok there, who had a bit of a gristly fur on him. Not that I'm here to review cuddly plush toys. R2-D2 has that unfortunate stud-looking piece on the top of his head there as well. My eye was caught by the Venator. I always like getting a little look at this when I get close enough to one. I will get it eventually as a huge Clone Wars fan, but it just won't be anytime soon. A really good selection. Everything was in stock, and there was some really nice display pieces as well. You've got the Ghost on display there. I also rediscovered the Spider tank droid as well, which I almost forgot was a set that existed. And I was also drawn my attention to the Mos Eisley Cantina, which I think will probably be the next UCS Lego Star Wars set that I do pick up. I spent a small amount of time as well trying to convince my partner that the UCS Millennium Falcon would make a fantastic wedding gift from her to me, and that brought us swiftly on to the Lego Botanicals and the Lego flowers that were on offer. My fiancée did want a pink brick keychain while she was in store, but unfortunately they didn't have any. I think she'd had a heart set on something that didn't quite exist yet, and the hot dog keychain man was probably the keychain for me. I've actually got Ahsoka on my keys at the moment. And there was a section for all of the brickheads put together, apart from the Stitch one for some reason. You've got the Groot and the Iron Spider at the top there, which I've already done reviews for on the channel. And so go and check those out if you haven't already. These Lego cups are really fun. I think that's something we might grab when we're in the new home in the next week or so. Good selection of everything really in store, not too much that was out of stock. You got all the Technic cars here, as well as some of the Speed Champions in the corner. And again, like I said before, these 3-in-1 Creator packs they all look really good this year. I'm not sure why Lego seem to just step their game up this year with the 3-in-1 sets. The one set that was out of stock with those though was the 3-in-1 camera. The Spaceman's really cool as well. I think that's probably the one that I would grab were I to grab one, but my money is being saved for the big Star Wars and Harry Potter drops on the 1st of March. Speaking of which, the Harry Potter section, nothing new in this section, of course. We haven't had anything new at the start of this year, which is probably why it was so well stocked. I did enjoy seeing Gringotts up close, as well as the Diagon Alley that I'll probably need to grab this year. I think this one is retiring at the end of the year. And this is a really nice one. It's the Manchester Bee. This is something that became very famous a few years ago after a tragedy. It's a symbol of hope, and this particular bee is made up of thousands of bricks. I'm not even going to attempt to walk you through the Lego Friends section. That is not my area of expertise. I did really like this little sort of cart and stand. Again, with the Build-A-Vase display that I seen a week or two ago in our local store. You've also got a real push on all of the flowers for Valentine's at the moment. And this is the Chinese New Year section that I referred to at the start of the video. I did pick up a Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year Mickey Mouse a few weeks back. Couple of fun pickouts here. You've got the birthday cake, which I actually really like. I think I'll probably grab that at some point. I think it's a fun little set. And you've also got the Lego store as well, which I think is a really nice set, and I've mentioned that in a previous video. Something for the house there, salt and pepper shakers. I do like the pinata as well, and that's the Valentine's push again on those two little hedgehogs at the moment. Cool little display in store. There was a lot of nice little displays. I do like it when there's sort of Marvel ones or Star Wars ones or Harry Potter or something like that. But all in all, I've got to say the level of detail and effort that went into the displays in store was really nice. There's the Orient Express as well, another one to pick up. It just won't be anytime soon, unfortunately. And here is one of February's big releases, or one of their only big releases, which was the telephone box. This is a beautiful set. I really can't speak highly enough of this set. Like I said, I'm just waiting and holding out for the Star Wars and Harry Potter stuff that's coming in March. And you've also got the family tree just next to it as well, and this is a February 1st release. And what I didn't realise about this set is you can actually attach Polaroid size picture pieces to the branches and leaves of this one, so that's a really cool little feature, and of course makes sense. Family tree, pictures of your family. The architecture sets are something that my fiance is starting to show a bit more interest in, but she's definitely a Disney girl the whole way through. Speaking of which, she decided to pick me up one of these Stitch brickheads as a little gift, and I'm sure we'll both get some pleasure out of that. But I will be doing a review of that in the next week or two on the channel. So if you're interested in that or any of the content that I have shown today, please do remember to follow and subscribe to see more. I must say just as well, at the end of this video, I was really blown away by just how nice the staff were in this particular store. Some really lovely staff. It was really well kept, the store, and plenty of stock as well. I can't recommend this store highly enough. Certainly one of the very best that we have here in the UK.